Okay, we are finally live now. There were some difficulties, technical errors, but we're finally now. That's a cheeky ball from Ederson right there. I mean, he's one of the best players when it comes to passing the ball. It's not really hard to guess that. And so far, so good for City. Wait a minute, there's a lot of noise coming. I will get rid of it real quick. Okay, let's begin this stream. Now, it is kind of a big game for City, especially after drawing that game against Arsenal. I mean, City was looking really, really dangerous. They were just unlucky. And I think this Newcastle team, apart from this striker, I think they are pretty good now. They are lethal in counter, and here comes. Oh, that's a brilliant tackle. Was it Guardiola? Yep. What an interception right there. The guy is an absolute powerhouse in that defense. It is so difficult to identify who the player is due to bright sun. Hi, are you enjoying the stream? And here comes Guardiola. Grealish. So Grealish is a weird choice, if you ask me, because I think Foden is a lot better in same position. Xavier has been great. I don't know why he has decided to go with Grealish here, but it's Guardiola. He always tweaks his team, and for some reason, most of the time, it really works. CTR keeping up the possession, and if Newcastle really allows City to get all this possession, they will be punished. It can be a high scoring game. But out of nowhere, here comes Gordon. Anthony Gordon. That's brilliant from Gordon. Passes it to Barnes. Barnes to Joelinton. But that's wide. Once again, ball is with Barnes. Back to Joelinton. There was really good chance if they could have managed to counter-attack, but it just didn't come off good enough for City. But Yerk, oh, that's a really dangerous position. Trippier with the shot, but that's a good block from Grealish. and he's out in the process. There was a powerful shot from Trippier though. I mean, there was a brilliant pass from Guimaraes to Gordon as well. 1-2, and Grealish sees it, but he's okay to continue. And well, at the beginning of the season, I was kind of perplexed why the manager didn't go with Trippier, because Trippier is one of the best players for Newcastle. I think Bruno Guimaraes and Trippier, along with Tonali, I think those three are main pillars of this team. Yeah, Tonali was banned because of betting and whatnot, but once again, brilliant corner from Trippier. But Newcastle could not convert it to goal. Rico Lewis, that's a brilliant skill from Lewis, but all you can do is win a throw in, and that's, I think, good enough given the pressure situation. That's a brilliant ball. Trippier, the guy can cross. Oh, there was a really dangerous cross, but no one inside that 6-yard box. Trippier once again. Tonali. And that's another corner. Newcastle are looking like a better threat so far. I mean, yes, City has had some possession, but it has not amounted to anything yet. And that's a foul. And it's a free kick for Newcastle. If Newcastle wins this game, then the title race will all of a sudden be really, really exciting, because Liverpool have already dropped some point. Maybe Arsenal can go ahead, and they have easier fixture than City. But City themselves have pretty easy fixtures, don't they? I mean, there are not really many teams that can challenge City, to be honest with you. So almost every game should be easy fixture for City and Arsenal, because same can be said about Arsenal. But after Odegaard's injury, I had no much. They do lack some creativity, but here comes free kick from Lewis Hall. That's a dangerous free kick, but Walker clears it. And so far, we have not seen much from Haaland. Gordon with a cross. Tonali couldn't control the ball. And this is a lot better from Newcastle United. Completely unexpected. Anthony Gordon. There was deflection on the cross, and it's been clear. But here comes Rico Lewis. I mean, it's a couldn't control the ball, and it's a bit too much for Barnes to get to the ball. There was a really good counter-attacking chance for City as well. If anything, I would want Haaland to score, maybe Rico Lewis to assist the ball, but so far I haven't seen much from Haaland, and most of the game I think it will be the same, because Haaland is the type of player who will score with his first touch in 20 minutes or so. He is completely not. I think he's completely ignored in build-up plays, because he's just such a good finisher. You would always want him to be around the box. I mean, what's the problem here? I don't know, they just keep on switching moves. Throwing was it. That's a great ball, Tonali. He has managed to keep the ball in, but ends up committing the foul there. I didn't think there was much to it, but referee did blow the whistle. Look, I'm especially watching this game in order to analyze how City's defense plays, to be honest with you, because I have had Rico Lewis from the beginning, I think, and they have just conceded such an unexpected goals. Like they sometimes concede in first 45 seconds. Sometimes they concede against team that you don't expect them to concede from. And even though they don't let opponents take many shots, they have been really, really unlucky. So it's one of the reasons that I am actually watching this game, because I really need to analyze how City's defense plays without Rodri, especially. I think he will be out for the entire of the season now, and that's a big miss. Rodri is one of the best players currently, if not, he's probably the best players. Who will take this free kick? I think it will be Bernardo Silva, but Gundogan is really good free kick taker as well. This is the type of situation where Alan is really dangerous. Bernardo Silva, oh, there was a good free kick, but it was foul inside the box, and Newcastle escaped from City's grasp right there. Newcastle United are one of the richest clubs, but they have not bought that many players. I don't know if it's decision from management or maybe manager, but I don't know. I think they should have brought a lot of players because they had a lot of injury issues. I think they should have strengthened their defense. I think Trippier was offside there, but if he wasn't, then it could have been a really good pass. Ruben Diaz, Guardiol, Guardiol to Ederson. That's a good press from Anthony Gordon. And that press from Gordon resulted into Ederson's mistake there. And this is one way Newcastle can win the possession back, because it's extremely hard to press City otherwise. They are such a good passer, and they can just keep the moves sticking. It's a really difficult task to do that, but City are just different breed. They have been doing so for past 5-6 years at least, and it's quite easy to see why they have been so dominant in English Premier League football. And Guardiola clears the ball. This is another corner for Newcastle. Another chance to score a goal as well. Murphy is really, really quick player. So Guardiola has to do everything to keep him under his sight. Because if he miss him, I doubt Guardiola will be able to catch up to him. And Trippier with a corner. It is Louis Hall actually. Oh, oh! I thought it was a goal for a moment. I think it was cleared by Haaland. Yep. Oh, Chris didn't know anything about that. Nearly turned into an own goal. And here comes Trippier this time. Trippier. Oh, Joelinton. Murphy. Bruno Guimaraes. But that's a mistake from him. Bernardo Silva. Grealish. And that's a foul by Sar. And he's yellow carded as well. I mean, it would have been a lethal counter attack right there. But Grealish really needs to stop his acting and all. At times, it just gets my nerve. I don't know why. Not the best start for City though. This is completely unexpected. I thought City would make it like walk in the park, but what a ball that is Rico Lewis. Haaland. Bernardo Silva. Gundogan with the shot, but it's goal kick, I think. Yeah, it's given a goal kick. What a run from Rico Lewis though. That run from midfield. Gundogan couldn't wrap the ball around his feet there. Ball got underneath him and he couldn't muster the power behind the shot. Ends up skying it at the end. Newcastle have really tall team, so maybe they can utilize it when it comes to set pieces. They have been trying to do so and they have really good set piece takers as well. Bruno Guimaraes is one of the best. Trippier has been one of the best. Even Luis Hall has delivered two fantastic corners. So I think on the overall context of the game so far, area will be happier now. Newcastle are playing, but this guy, Erling Haaland, can change it completely. Gundogan to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva on the ball. Silva with the beautiful pass. Oh, my word, that was a brilliant pass. Haaland nearly got to end of it as well. What a football that was. In blink of an eye, completely changed the flow of the game. I think it was a shot, and deflection makes it look like a pass. Yeah, it was. It was clearly a shot, and it's free kick. I mean corner kick for City. Gundogan will be taking it. Gundogan with the corner, aiming for the near post. That's a beautiful cross. Akanji, Guardiol, and this time it's goal kick. So far, City are finding it really difficult to get foothold in this game. That's a bad control from Barnes. Should have done better. Could have done better, but he just ran too far ahead of the ball. Here comes Kovacic. Akanji. Rico Lewis. Akanji to Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker to Bernardo Silva. That's a foul from Joelinton. I think it will be a yellow card. Is it not? I mean, Joelinton has been accumulating a lot of fouls. And that foul could have been carded, but it's just a warning for now. I think it's a final warning as well. Before he gets yellow card for another foul. Not the prettiest sight to see in just starting 30 minutes. And this time I think it will be Bernardo Silva. But once again, Gundogan is really good crosser on the ball. They do take a short one. Gundogan, but that's a terrible cross. What a buy from City though. I mean, yes, Gundogan is really old player, but there couldn't have been perfect replacement for missing De Bruyne. They do play completely differently because Gundogan is someone that will make runs from behind, really clever runs, play short passes through balls, quite like Bernardo Silva in that part of game. And De Bruyne is someone who will cross the ball, plays long ball really well, gets through ball down the dime, and can pass it from anywhere. But even though they play completely different, I think De Bruyne is more of a assist creator, and Gundogan is more of a scorer from midfield. And they do complement each other quite well. But if one is missing, then other one can completely fill his space. There was a brilliant skill from Kyle Walker. Ederson. There was a loose ball from Ederson. Joelinton, Guimaraes. And there was a bad ball from Joelinton as well. And that will be a yellow card. It's Joelinton this time, I believe. Yep. It was his final warning last time. It was Bruno Guimaraes instead. I don't think it was worthy of yellow card though. It was a 50-50 challenge. Bruno Guimaraes did have his foot down. If he had gone with his studs, then I think it was worthy of a yellow card, but I don't think it was a worthy of yellow card. He didn't go in with his studs first, didn't make contact with player at all. And if you ask me, I am a little bit worried because I have captained Haaland and I have sold Mohamed Salah in my fantasy league team, and apparently Wolves team have flu. I believe they don't have any defenders to fill up in that left centre back position, and someone from their academy will have to fill up that space. Gundogan couldn't find Haaland there. And if that is the case, then I think most of the senior team may have been affected by the flu. That probably means Diaz and Salah will have an absolute field day. They do have game later, and I think I will have to watch that as well. Yeah, they have game in 10:15 Nepali time. I don't know what time that is in UK, but anyway, City are on the attack. Rico Lewis. So far, Rico Lewis has really amazed me on how good he is on the ball. He takes up such a clever position, and Such a clever runs as well. I think he will be vital when it comes to playing in that Rodriguez role. Guardiola! My word, what a goal from Guardiola! That was more like a striker than defender's goal. Out of nowhere, City have scored goal. I am not happy about it, but what can I say? I really wanted City to lose this game, even though I have two of the players in my FPL. And it's Grealish assist as well. Talk about surprises there. Pope was completely stood on his feet, couldn't move anywhere. And Guardiola mesmerizes everyone. That's one goal lead for City. And City wins 1-0 against Newcastle. Now will Newcastle be able to fight back from this position? It will be really difficult, but here comes Trippier. Trippier has been involved in a lot of Newcastle's attack and defense. Trippier once again on the ball. Back to Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes. Gordon. Ball once again with Bruno. Lewis Hall. Joelinton chasing the ball. And he does get corner at the end. Completely muscled. Ruben Diaz there. Joelinton is a big lad. I mean, pushing off Ruben Diaz, not an easy feat, but somehow he manages to do that. Trippier with a corner. Trippier, but Haaland gets to the ball first. Trippier has the ball once again. Anthony Gordon. Trippier with another swing at it. Ederson comes forward and punches it. But Newcastle has the ball once again. Murphy. Share. Back to Lewis Hall. Trippier. And that's a bad ball from Trippier. Too much power behind it and Barnes can't get up to it. It's not been the best game so far. It's been quite physical. Yes, it's been physical, but it's not been end-to-end stuff. Barnes gets away from Rico Lewis. Barnes finds Anthony Gordon there. Joelinton. Bruno Guimaraes. That's a beautiful run from Trippier. He is onside. Trippier with a cross. Tonali, but he ends up leaving the ball. There was no one behind him though. But it's with Newcastle once again. Lewis Hall with the cross, but the cross has been blocked. And the ball has been cleared as well. Haaland chasing the ball, but Nick Pope makes a mistake there. Gundogan. That's a terrible decision from Gundogan. Erling Haaland was wide open there. He did go for a glory, but there was a very, very selfish decision there. Gundogan has made lots of mistakes in this game. Maybe he's a little bit rusty because he has not had much of a game time. But City on attack once again. Ball is with Ruben Diaz to Akanji. Kovacic. Guardiola. Murphy. Newcastle did manage to get the possession back. Tonali. Gordon with a cross. And that's calmly executed by Kyle Walker. It was a difficult move, but Kyle Walker was really calm. That's such a bad decision from Gundogan again. The replay just makes it looks worse. There was a huge opportunity. Wait a minute, guys. I will be right back. Oh, after this chance, probably. Haaland couldn't control the ball. Gundogan to Haaland. That's another mistake from him. Wait a second, guys. I will be right back. It's starting to get dark outside. It's 6 p.m. here, so I was just turning on the lights. Rico Lewis to Bernardo Silva. Brilliant from Silva. Kyle Walker gets the ball back. Kovacic back to Silva. Walker. Rico Lewis. And this is a really sleek play from City. Short pass playing around Newcastle's defense. And this is the game that City mostly plays, and in these sort of situations, City can attack you out of nowhere. You won't even know where they penetrated your defense from, and that's how good City are when it comes to playing with possession. They play a lot of triangular passes and don't really give you space to press the ball. Unless you are as energetic as Liverpool, you'll find it really difficult to press them. But here comes Rico Lewis, Gundogan, Grealish. Grealish on the ball. Akanji. But it's deflected for a corner. Who are you guys supporting in this game? I mean, so far it's been pretty 50-50. Although City are at the lead. But it might change in second half. I mean, if City does score in this corner, then I think that will be the final nail in the coffin. But Newcastle has looked dangerous. They have created a lot of chances. Akanji for the header, but couldn't get to it. Rico Lewis can get the ball. Murphy, that's a brilliant run from Murphy. That's once again brilliant run from Murphy, but can't pass. Newcastle are just missing that final pass. Otherwise, they have looked brilliant, especially when they counter-attack. I mean, Murphy and Anthony Gordon, they are two rapid players. Even Barnes, he is quite fast. But I don't think they are missing out and out striker. Someone like Callum Wilson or Isak, both are injured, so that's the reason they are not playing in this game. But If they had played, I think it would have been a lot more goals for Newcastle. They have created two fantastic chances so far, and both were missed because there was no one inside 6 yard box. Now, if Callum Wilson or Isak was playing, then 6 yard box wouldn't have been such back end space. Gordon is playing as number 9, but let's be honest, he's not really a number 9 type of player. That's a mistake from Guardiola, Tonali, and that's foul by Gundogan. Gundogan has not looked at his best. It's safe to say that because he has made a lot of mistakes so far, committed a lot of fouls, missed opportunities as well. Two brilliant chances, but he completely misses the goal post, and he has looked rusty too. So maybe he'll be subbed out in second half. Oh, what a shot that was from Joelinton, but what a save as well by Ederson. It was a really powerful shot. Trippier. Oh, Manchester City are really struggling. What a shot that was. Oh, he couldn't have connected it more sweeter. And once again, Allen clears the ball, and that's the first half. It's been a mixed bag. City have not looked the best team, and Newcastle have not looked the worst team either. It is just really unlucky that City are ahead of Newcastle United, because if you ask me, I would say this game has been 50-50. Let's see stats for a moment. I mean, apart from possession, I think it should be pretty equal. Yeah, I mean, it is pretty equal. 6 shots to 8. City have more shots. Okay, that's just 2 shots more. 1 shot on target to 3. That 2 more shots on target. So, shots on target can be a difference maker. 41% possession to Newcastle. Meanwhile, City has 59% of possession. That is significant increase. And 165 passes for Newcastle. 246 passes for City. Now, that is the difference that you mostly see because of the possession, difference in possession. So, not really a difference maker there, but 91% pass accuracy for City. Only 81% for Newcastle United. That's a big deal. And in terms of corners, Newcastle have 1 more corner than City. Newcastle have 4 corners so far. City has had only 3. So if we look at the stats alone, it's been quite alike. But really, not the best from City so far. And I have made a very risky decision in my FPL team as well, because I have played Raya as my keeper. I didn't have substitute keeper. I mean, yes, I do have, but Fabianski won't play against Brentford, will he? So I don't even know if my goalkeeper plays this time. So far, Allen is blanked. I mean, he might score, but so far, at least. Not the best game for Haaland. Just in general, it has not been the best game for City, but let's see how Haaland performs. And given the situation with Wolves camp, I would not be surprised if Salah scores hat-trick or something because they apparently have to play the 19-year-old defender. I forgot his name. Wait, let me check it out. I I posted it in my Twitter immediately after getting the news. So let's see. Yeah, Alfie Pond might be playing as the center back for Wolves, and that's a really difficult position to play if you're playing against someone like Liverpool because you have to be sharp on the ball. Liverpool are just that good in pressing the ball, and you can afford to make any mistakes. And as a youngster, you are really prone to making mistakes. So I think Liverpool will have an absolute field day. I think they will score more goals than Chelsea, if you ask me. But anything can happen. Wolves might even win this game. I don't know. I don't even know how good Alfie Pond is. Wait a minute, I'm actually checking out something in Twitter. I mean, I am looking for Arsenal's news. Is there even anything from Arsenal? It's about time they have something. Hmm. I mean, Arsenal. I think Raya will play, even though I have not found any news. But just before FPL deadline, there were some leaks that suggested Raya would play. I think most of it was because Raya was on the hotel with the complete Arsenal squad, and he looked quite healthy as well in the video where he was walking out from hotel with his team. He was walking without hobbling. That would suggest that Raya don't have any injury issues, but I can't really say for sure. But yeah, David Raya has traveled with the team. I think that's the biggest news we will get before the Arsenal's team is announced for the game. And okay, so I don't have any news yet, but I think Raya will play. That's the reason he's in my team as well. If he hadn't played, then I would go with the team that I posted in YouTube. I did. I did post my team if Raya was to be played in my Twitter. So if you have not followed me in Twitter, then please do so. But so far, there's not been any concrete news. Okay, if you didn't know, then I live in Kathmandu and there's a lot of floods going around. And if there's a power outage all of a sudden, then I will try to remain alive. But if there is power outage, then nothing you can do, right? I mean, I do have inverter, but I don't know if you can support my PC. And I am just watching some of the videos on Twitter regarding the floods, and it's quite grim. Even though I'm not affected by it, it's it's really grim to see. And we had more than 200 millimeter of rainfall in last 24 hours. That's maybe one of the biggest rainfalls we've had in a long time. And the power's gone. I do think I'll still be live, but I don't know how long. Okay, let's talk about the game instead. And so far, who do you think has been the best player for City? I mean, Haaland has not been much involved. Jack Grealish, he has made an impact, but maybe not the best. And then there's Gundogan now. He has looked quite good at times, but he has made so many mistakes as well. So maybe Bernardo Silva has been the best player for City so far. Even Rico Lewis, he's looked really good. Kovacic as well, he's looked really good. And I think that's about it for the attacking positions for more of attackers in City team. But if we talk about Newcastle, then Joelinton has looked really good. Murphy has looked really good. Tonali, well, he is back after a long time, so he has looked quite rusty, but not that bad. I think Trippier has looked really good. Same can be said about Lewis Hall. Gordon is playing in position that's unnatural to him, but still he has made an impact going forward. And the second half has begun. Ederson with a long goal kick there, but well, City does win the possession back. But that's won back by Newcastle. Bruno Guimaraes. That's a beautiful ball to Harvey Barnes. Anthony Gordon, can he get to it? Ah, he nearly did. That was good attempt, but not the best. By Barnes, I mean, in passing the ball. It's been quite hard to see this game. Not that exciting. City controls the position. They are really slow when it comes to attack. They like to build up slow. And Newcastle are not giving much of a space for City to attack. So the game has been really slow. It's been more of a tactical battle. And tactically, City are on the lead. Like just now, Ederson is just hogging the ball. And and the ball has been won by Trippier. Possession is with. Oh, that's a mistake. But once again, Gundogan with a mistake. I think playing Gundogan is in this game is a bad decision too. Foden should have been selected if you ask me. I don't know why, but I think Gundogan is trying to do more than what he can, and that sometimes hurts you really badly. Tonali. He was aiming for Gordon, but that was intercepted by Diaz. Bruno Guimaraes, that was a brilliant control from Guimaraes, but Grealish, Rico Lewis, City on the attack, Bernardo Silva, Kovacic, back to Kyle Walker, Bernardo Silva once again. Kovacic on the ball. Kovacic, Ruben Diaz, Guardiola, Grealish, Akanji, Bernardo Silva, and Tonali has cleared the ball. It's throw in for City. Phil Foden does not look happy at all. Hall on the ball. But that's a bad pass from Hall. He wanted to find Gordon, but ball ends up in feet of Diaz. Not the best start by Newcastle. And not the best start by City either. But that's a brilliant ball from Rico Lewis to Bernardo Silva. Lewis is open. Bernardo Silva. Gundogan ends up intercepting the ball. The ball was aimed at Grealish's path, but Gundogan couldn't get out of the way for ball to pass through him. And Newcastle are on the attack this time. Guimaraes. That's a brilliant cross. And that should have been foul, right? That's not be given. And City on the attack now. Barnes does not look happy at the referee's decision. Grealish once again on the ball. Grealish. That's a brilliant pass to Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis passes it back to Grealish. Haaland. Haaland to Bernardo Silva. Akanji to Silva. Haaland with a shot. And it's deflected for a corner. Tonali is down, but referee has deemed it as a dive. But I think this is the first time Haaland has had a crack at the ball for a goal. And that nearly turned in as well. That's the type of guy he is. Out of nowhere, he appears. And Newcastle players look really unhappy with the decision with Tonali. I mean, look, there was not much in the It was not even a challenge. Wait, did he elbow him? But anyway, I don't think there was much to it. The referee was in a clear position to see it, and the referee did deem it as a dive, so maybe it was a dive. And it's Gundogan with a corner, and it's been cleared by Tonali once again. He's been rock solid in the second half. Rico Lewis nearly got the ball back for City, but Lewis also somehow manages to keep it in. And it's Guardiola. Akanji with a missed pass. Can Gordon get ahead of Akanji? He's not strong enough. Grealish, and that's a free kick for City. Trippier claiming he got the ball there, but I don't know about that if he got the ball or not. Henry play did look like he got a little bit of toss, but still he was aiming for the feet of Grealish rather than the ball, so well deserved free kick, I believe. I don't know, man. Haaland is my captain, but so far City does not look like they are going to score another goal. I think this game maybe 1-0. City win by 1 goal. Who are you captaining? Pro Clips. I think I made a terrible decision with Haaland, to be honest, because we did know Newcastle would always be a difficult game. Still, and that's a chance, and that's surely a penalty. And it's given penalty. That's yellow card for Ederson as well. And Gordon wins a big, big penalty. It's a massive one. Uh, Once again, City concede a goal. I think it will be given penalty. Wait, is it offside though? It's really close. But that's a great centre forward play there. The timing of the run was just perfect from Anthony Gordon. And I don't care if I get points or not. I just want Newcastle to win or draw this game. I want them to stop City. You captain Salah. I think Salah will get himself a hat-trick today. I actually think Salah will get a hat-trick today because Salah has easy fixture against Wolves, and Wolves camp at the moment they are suffering from flu. So they have to play some players from academy. Like I was saying in the half time. So Salah will have a field day today. Do you have Diaz in your team? Diaz from Liverpool. If you have Diaz as well, then I think you'll have a top day tonight. But here's Gordon. Gordon getting ready for penalty. Come on! That's the way it is. Newcastle. Finally, someone stopped City, I think. If Newcastle play the same way they have so far, then I think Newcastle might even win this game. Look, I have Rico Lewis, no problem. I just want City to lose the game. I will just sell Rico Lewis. That's not a problem for me. I really don't like City. You got Gordon as well. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's at least 8 or 9 points for you. From Gordon alone. Do you have any City assets in your team? Maybe Allen, I think, because everybody has Allen. And even though Eddie Howe wasn't smiling there after goal, you have Guardiola too. Damn. That's some team you've got there. If Haaland scores, then I think you will have 30 points this game alone. Maybe you could get somewhere around 100 points this game week. That would be absolute massive, yeah? Do you have any other players from Newcastle? Because if we are just seeing this game, then I think Trippier will be a really good buy. And Kovacic has been yellow carded. Look, now City will have to play a really attacking game, right? And I think for the next 30 minutes, Haaland has the best chance to score goals because City will want to win this game. Joelinton! And that's another penalty for sure. Wait, what? It should have been a penalty, man. Tonali. Barnes. But that's a brilliant save from Ederson. Newcastle once again on the attack. Bruno Guimaraes. That's a beautiful skill from Guimaraes. Gets away from two players. Trippier to Guimaraes. Anthony Gordon. Trippier. Tonali. But that's a really poor cross from him. And referee is checking for penalty here. It should have been a... It's clearly a penalty there. And Tonali needs to get hold of his temper there. Because anger can get you make mistakes, and at this point you would not want any. Grealish has been booked as well. So two players in the center of the hit, and I think penalty is still being checked. I think it should have been a penalty, but it's not given. Well, fair enough. But I think Newcastle are starting to get really energetic here, and all of a sudden the game has gotten a little bit more exciting now. That's a beautiful skill by Bruno Guimaraes. He's been an absolute tank in that midfield. He's getting away from players. He's getting the possession back for the team. Bruno Guimaraes has been absolutely everywhere. Haaland. And that's a foul on Haaland by Joelinton, and I think it will be another yellow card. And yes, Joelinton has been yellow carded. Salah on honors at the moment. They must be way too happy. Because if they have Salah, then Salah was clearly the better choice in captaincy. But has there been any news about Arsenal? Oh well, let me check it out. That's a cross! Oh, Barnes! I nearly missed. What a cross that was from Gordon as well. But Barnes just couldn't get there in time. Gordon has been unbelievable in the second half. Okay, let me check if Arsenal have announced their lineup, but still no. Murphy. Barnes this time. Barnes, pass it back to Gordon. Barnes. Joelinton. Fabian Sarr. Trippier. Trippier to Murphy. But it was such a good cross. Once again, no one in the 6-yard box. But Newcastle once again, Lewis Hall with a beautiful cross. And that's a foul on Grealish by Trippier. Newcastle has looked better team in this half. I mean, first half was 50-50, but so far in second half, I think Newcastle have really leveled up. They have been energetic, and Foden is coming on for Gundogan. Not the best start for Gundogan in this new season. And what can Phil Foden muster up in the remaining 25 to 30 minutes, including injury time? Like I said in the past, after Trippier, Tonali are picked up continuously, then I think Newcastle will be a lot better. And like I said, as they are picked in the starting 11, all of a sudden Newcastle looks completely new team. Even though they are playing without striker, they are creating chances. Murphy has been way better than first half as well. He has created couple really good chances. And that's throw in for Newcastle. Lewis Hall will be taking it. Joelinton gets away from Rico Lewis, but can get away from Bernardo Silva, but somehow Newcastle still has the ball, but not now anymore. Walker with a throw in. Newcastle will be absolutely gutted if they end up losing this game because they have done everything they can to win this game. Kyle Walker, Phil Foden, and that's not a foul actually. And Newcastle have chance to counter attack, but they can't do it. And all of a sudden, City are starting to press really high. And that's a missed pass from Phil Foden there. Rico Lewis. I have not seen much from him in the second half. But if Rico Lewis gets started in the second half, get more of a ball, then I think City can get complete control in the midfield. I mean, so far City are controlling the midfield, so there's no need to complain there, but somehow they are just unable to create chances. The box for Newcastle is extremely congested, so that may be one of the reasons why it's been really difficult for City to pass it through them. But here comes Akanji. Akanji to Grealish. Grealish trying to take on Trippier, and it's given as a goal kick for Newcastle. Newcastle have done everything right so far, and it is actually quite hard to believe how bad Newcastle were just few games ago, because they look completely different team in this game. Bruno Guimaraes, Anthony Gordon, but he can't get to the ball. Still chasing though, and the ball is with Ederson. Ruben Diaz, Kovacic. That's a brilliant ball to Haaland. Ah, what a set that was from Nick Pope as well. I think he is a bit hurt in the process, but that was a game-saving decision from Nick Pope there. Because if Haaland got to the ball before him, Newcastle have surely conceded the goal. But here comes Bruno Guimaraes. Akanji. The ball was intercepted by Guardiola. And the ball is with Akanji now. Silva. Bernardo Silva taking on Lewis Hall. Decides to pass it to Rico Lewis instead. And that's a beautiful skill from Kovacic. Bernardo Silva once again on the ball. Kovacic. Bernardo Silva again. Bernardo Silva is really testing Lewis Hall here. But Lewis Hall isn't giving Bernardo Silva an inch of space to do anything. Akanji. Grealish. Akanji. Joelinton. Foden with a shot. But it's been saved by Nick Pope. That's beautiful ball from Haaland. One touch control and just passed it to Foden, who has a crack at the shot as well, but the connection was clearly not good enough. And David Raya is going to start for Arsenal. The squad has been announced. Urian Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, and Calafiori are the defenders. Thomas Partey and Declan Rice will be the holding midfielders. Bukayo Saka, Leandro Trossard, and Martinelli will be part of attacking mids, and Kai Havertz will be the striker. So apart from Odegaard, everyone is a starter from their regular team. And as for Leicester, James Justin, Wout Faes, Okoli will be the defenders. Harry Winks and Oliver Skip will be the midfielders. And Buanote, I completely messed that name up, didn't I? I mean, how do you pronounce it? But anyway, it's good to see Raya starting this game because there were a lot of rumors of him. Maybe not starting. But it's not been the best start for me in FPL. Two of my players have already blanked. Well, or maybe we'll be blanking because the game is not over yet, but I think it will be a really late goal for Haaland. And if that's the case, then at least it's better than just having 4 points, but still. Let's see how it goes. Jack Grealish with a cross. Akanji. That's a great ball by Kovacic to Haaland. But the shot has been blocked by Luis Hall. Kovacic to Bernardo. And once again, City are attacking and making it really difficult for Newcastle. How long can they hold on to 1-0 draw? That's the real question because pressure has just been piling up for Newcastle. Rico Lewis, but can't get away from the defense. And once again, ball is with City, and Kovacic passes it back to Kyle Walker. Ruben Diaz on the ball. Jack Grealish. Akanji. Ruben Diaz. Bruno is completely open at the far wide. Akanji. But it's been cleared by Bourne. There was a good try on the cross. Grealish to Haaland. But a bit too much of a power behind the ball, and Haaland can control the header. It was a wild ball in from Grealish. Maybe he was looking for some sort of deflection, but Haaland couldn't do anything with it. And Willock is coming in. Tonali and Trippier both are down. They are playing after a long time, so maybe it's a fitness issue. Or maybe they are just wasting some time to get the result. They would be happy with 1-0 draw, especially when they are playing against someone like Manchester City. And Liverhamento will be coming in as well. Maybe he's coming in for Trippier. Yes, so it is. Trippier going out and Livermore coming in. Kieran Trippier has been one of the best players for Newcastle. He has been equally involved in both attack and defensive part of the game. Same can be said about Tonali as well. He has been equally influenced. He has been equally good in this game. He is one of the most important influence in this Newcastle's team. Phil Foden, Jack Grealish. City on the attack once again. Ruben Diaz, Bernardo Silva, Kyle Walker, back to Silva. Silva to Walker once again. Walker passes it back to Ederson. That was a bad ball from Ederson to Kovacic, but somehow he ends up passing it to his own player, even though he was getting pressed by Anthony Gordon, who is rapid. Lewis Hall, Joel Linton, Newcastle and the attack this time. Guimaraes to Willock. That's a beautiful ball in. Oh, just wide by Longstaff. Son Longstaff could have done better there, but ends up pulling the ball just wide. And Rico Lewis is going out as well. And so is Jack Grealish. Savinio and Doku will be coming in for them. And this time it's a really attacking substitution from Manchester City. Both Doku and Savinio are prolific wingers. And they will really test the fullbacks from Newcastle. Ederson deciding to go for a long ball in this goal kick. City are taking really long time for the goal kick. Bruno Guimaraes, that's a brilliant skill from Guimaraes. Anthony Gordon on the ball. Gordon trying to find Willock, but ends up... Ederson just out in time, because that would have been terrible decision. And here comes Bernardo Silva. Haaland to his left. Haaland. Doku. Guardiola. Kyle Walker. Savinio. Savinio back to Walker. Walker with a beautiful cross. but Haaland can't get headed to it. Savinho once again. That's a brilliant skill from Savinho. Back to Bernardo Silva, but and a referee has deemed that as a foul on Luisol. And once again, Newcastle escape unscathed here. This has been electric second half, especially towards the end. When compared to first half. First half was more of a controlled game, not much happening. It was a tactical and physical battle. But as Newcastle have scored the second goal, City have looked hungry to get back to the lead. Willock trying to get past Walker, but Walker is stronger and quicker than Willock. That maybe have been mistake from Ederson, but Doku on the ball now. Doku testing Liveramento, but can't get away from him. But the ball is still with Foden. Doku once again on the ball. Foden. And Foden has been pulled by Bruno Guimaraes and it's been deemed as a foul. Free kick for Manchester City in a really dangerous position. I mean, was that really a foul? I don't think so, but it's a really soft decision from referee. Could end up helping City though. I mean, this is a dangerous position, especially when you have such a good crossers. And is it Foden taking it? Yeah. Haaland will be looking to score. And after a long time, Haaland might not score a goal in Premier League. That's a long ball from Foden to Silva. And there was Kovacic, but couldn't score. And Tonali is getting ice pack in his on his knees. Savinho. Savinho, that's a beautiful run from Savinho, but can't do much with it. And now the ball is with Willock. Newcastle will want to keep the possession because mistake here may end up in goal. Fabian Sarr, Liveramento, Longstaff. It's a long ball aimed at Willock, who does get a header but can't control the ball. And Joelinton is down for Newcastle now. Walker to Akanji. Walker goes for a long ball but can't get it to Doku. And once again, Newcastle United on the attack. It's Jacob Murphy. But there was a bad ball, and the ball is with Bernardo Silva now. And it's been given as a foul on Bernardo Silva by Gordon. If Newcastle hold out here and this game ends up as a draw, then all of a sudden the Premier League table looks quite good for neutral fans at least. If Arsenal wins tonight, then Arsenal will be on the lead as well. Liverpool might be able to capitalize on their loss that they got against Nottingham Forest, which is really unexpected, but there's still 3 more minutes to go with additional time to be added. Guardiola and Newcastle gets the ball back. Beautiful skill by Murphy. Joelinton just dilly-dallies on the ball and completely misses the chance to shoot the ball. City once again on the attack now. It may be the final ditch attack by Manchester City. And here comes Akanji on the ball. Passes it to Doku. Jeremy Doku gets away from one, but can't get away from two players. Final minute of the game. That's a mistake by Longstaff. Couldn't capitalize City, but they still have the ball. Guardiola, Bernardo Silva, Kyle Walker, Savinho. Tries to get Walker on the ball, but the pass wasn't good enough. And that's a foul by Ruben Diaz on Anthony Gordon. And he has received yellow card as well. Completely misses the ball. And tackle was made to stop the counter attack as well. Probably lucky to get away with it because it could have easily been a red on another day. But Diaz is really lucky there. And 7 minutes added. City are really lucky here to get 7 more minutes into this game, but they might equally be unlucky too. Because as of now, Newcastle looks more of a threat on the attack. Newcastle are taking their time on this free kick. Guardiola. And it's a throw in for City. The ball went out with the deflection on Burns. Akanji clears the ball. That's a brilliant tackle. Savinho. Phil Foden. That's a beautiful ball to Jeremy Doku. Doku with a cross. But can't get it to Foden. Joelinton did clear the ball because Haaland was roaming right behind him. Kyle Walker, Savinho. Savinho once again. Foden. Bernardo Silva. That's a brilliant save from Nick Pope. That was a world-class shot from Bernardo Silva as well. One touch on the chest and volleys it. Nearly got it to the corner of the net. But what a brilliant save from Nick Pope. Phil Foden with a corner. Diaz. So the ball's been cleared by Sar, and it's thrown back by Doku. Actually, the foul has not been given by referee. And Gordon is out now. Newcastle are looking to make substitution here. But the game has begun before the substitute takes place, and Newcastle trying to attack City, and City can't escape actually, but they do in throw in. Kyle Walker. That's a long ball towards Erling Haaland, but he can't control the ball. He was been marked. Akanji. Doku. Guardiol. Ruben Diaz. Foden. Kovacic on the ball. Savinho this time. Savinho with a cross. Haaland does get hair on the ball, but it's been saved by Nick Pope once again. It's not been Haaland's day so far. And City has had 6 shots on target, only 1 goal so far. There speaks how much Newcastle are able to stop or have been able to stop City's attack. City have not looked convincing so far. They did take a lead, but it was never enough just to take a lead in this game. Bernardo Silva, Kovacic, Akanji, Ruben Diaz, Bernardo Silva, back to Walker, Savinho this time. Savinho tries to dribble past Luis Hall and ends up getting corner. Last minute remaining in this game. Can City get back to the lead in both this game and the Premier League table? That's the real question here. Inside the final 30 seconds of the game, the ball has been cleared. Kovacic on the ball. Phil Foden. Foden with a cross, but it's straight into the arms of Nick Pope. Final 20 seconds remaining in this game, and there are players wasting time. Fabian Sarr. Fabian Sarr is down. Final whistle could be blown at any moment now. And I am quite happy with this result. Even though in FPL I have blanked, but still, it's good to see that City are struggling finally. But anyway, thanks for joining the stream, guys. I will be back in Liverpool's game versus Wolves later at 10:15 Nepali time. So join me then.